Welcome to Hill 304, mon ami. We are playing with the French here, my friends, trying to stop a German assault all along the line. Now, we are actually on the left flank, I believe, so we're going to try to take on the brunt of the German assault with our French forces. Let's see if we can't win one here for fatherland, whichever you choose, I guess. And let's put our boys to the test. So as you can see, they're getting out of the trucks right now. I'm not sure if we can bring in men for this battle. I believe it's whatever we get is what we get, but they're already looking so great. And I have to say, like, of all the World War I uniforms, I'm not a big fan of the French uniform. To me, it looks way dated, like really, really, really dated. But that being said, there's still a certain elegance to it, a French elegance, a French je ne sais quoi, but it is definitely appealing, I will say. Now, I really want to get my boys into these gaps where we don't have anything, but over here on the left flank, as we're about to see, here we go. You can see that the Germans have taken this first line of trenches. We wouldn't be proper Frenchmen if we didn't take them back. And another thing is, you know, with all the French jokes you hear these days about war, keep in mind the French have won more wars than any nation in history. It's sure, you know, there's that retreat sort of trope thing, but I don't think the French are big retreaters, to be honest with you.
Forward,
not one step back. Do you see what I mean? And they're throwing themselves in the line using Agrippa's tactics, my own tactics, basically human wave. And let's see if it works. So we've got our first group coming in over here. I think I'll send my second one pretty darn close. I might put him here just as a safety precaution for now, to sort of keep them together, but obviously I want all of these men to get to the front and start engaging the Bosche as quickly as possible. But also a lone soldier here. We like to call these guys cowards. But he's going to stay actually here in this trench. I don't really mind, but no, you know what? I think we should go ahead and bring him along too. We probably need every man we can get in this fight. Okay, vive la France! Vive la Republique! Get some grenades in there. Oh, it's got a hotkey of F1. This is just like Men of War Assault Squad. Do I want to go ahead and hotkey it now? Not really. I don't really want to even throw a grenade. I kind of want to make a run for that trench, but it seems like one of those too good to be true deals, especially since this trench is kind of destroyed. Let's just move up here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to try to get, like, sidle up alongside these Germans. As for this guy, I'm going to see, definitely not going to make it. Nobody can be outside the trench and survive in this situation. Doesn't look like the... Oh, my goodness. The hotkey didn't work there, but maybe it's because we just got blown up by artillery. Just to be safe, I'm going to go ahead and do it the manual way. Try to throw a grenade into their trench. We actually have a rifle grenade. I wonder if he can use it. That's okay. He's going to go ahead and throw a pineapple in there. Oh, the Germans don't even see it. Oh, yes! C'est très joli, mon ami. Alright, we still have Germans, though, over there attacking us on the right side. Let's set up over here. They're knocking us down like flies. World War I is no joke, my friends. Very easy to lose your life on these trenches, of course. But it looks like they specifically want us to take this location, so I'm going to go ahead and push these guys up here. Hopefully we don't get any flanking shots from the enemy. I think we probably will, but, you know, apparently one of the goals here is to officially take this trench, which means getting up there to the front lines. And actually we're getting some pretty good shots on the guys over here, too. So you know what? Maybe it's not such a bad idea. We might have some decent shots, I must say. Let's see if we've left anyone behind. We've left an officer behind here. It's actually just a rifleman. But he must have dropped his rifle. There's actually a few guys here. Ah, I see. We still have Bosche over here on the far left. Let's get some men over there. I'm going to grab these guys too and put them over here too. So I see why we don't double-click. Because double-clicking makes them go the fastest way, which is over the actual trench instead of through it, and that just doesn't work out in our favor. Fire away, boys! Oh, that revolver's looking great. Here we go. Right in their trench, but we also lost a few men there. Keep it up, boys. Pour la République. We still have plenty of men over here. Let me bring them over here to this part of the trench. And actually, Bosche will put them right about here. Not sure if all of them can fit in there, but at least a few of them can. Let's get... What the hell are you doing up here? Jacques, I've told you a million times, don't stand in enemy territory. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, he doesn't have any grenades. Let's keep him here for now. Get them, boys. These are our allies actually moving up. Getting very close to the Kaiser's line. Nice shooting, boys. Right in a few seconds there, guys. Instantly eliminating that whole trench. That was pretty nice. We're still not getting the grab. It's not counting as an actual steal yet. I wonder why. Should be ours, I believe. So I guess while there's still a few enemies here, it's not ours. You know what? There's a machine gun there. Is it a machine gun or is it a mortar? It's a mortar. Let's take it. Go ahead and grab this mortar, guys, with Nicolas Pompidou. I hope one guy's enough to deal with this mortar. And yes, we recaptured the mortar. It's now staffed by one of our men. Even though we're allies here, I'm thinking it's probably a good idea to grab some of our own men here to defend the mortar. So I'm going to bring them in here. And it looked like we just got an It's Mine achievement unlocked. Okay, we'll take it. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoyed this World War I action, make sure to hit that like button and drop a comment down below. It really helps us with the YouTube rankings. Also, subscribe if you're new, and make sure to follow us on our Twitch channel. That's where the magic is happening, at least here as we push forward here. All right, we've taken back the first line of trenches.
I report that we have
Very
taken
good.
back the first line of trenches. Send reinforcements if it is possible. More ammunition is required.
What
Très
is
bien,
the state
très
of the
bien.
fortifications, Lieutenant Defense?
En cours d'exécution.
He's not responding. Oh, there we go.
By nightfall, it will be necessary to carry out reconstruction work. All machine gun positions are destroyed. But we will stand. We must stand.
Let the God be with you, Lieutenant. Strengthen these positions and collect the trophies. Reinforcements are on the way.
My goodness, boys. Well, our first line of defense is going to be here, and we have to hold out against probably what's going to be a pretty nasty German attack with no machine guns to speak of. So let's prepare for death, as they say, or glory, whichever you prefer. And let's go ahead and get out there. I hope that mortar can hit the location over here, because it would really help to have some supporting fire coming from the mortar. So let's go ahead. We've got all the boys in here. Pretty much all the boys. We can send a few here, but this area is pretty badly destroyed. Probably split it up and send like 2 or 3 of the guys over here. Watch the front, boys. You've made it this far. There's no reason to suggest that you're not going to make it out of here. And guys, we're fighting the wrong enemy. Face this way, please. There we go. Embarrassing. Just embarrassing. Alright, folks. Shall I wait? The artillery attack has begun, guys, from the Bosche. Look at this bombardment. Now, as you may have noticed, we've got a few additional weapons that I've brought to the field here, including machine guns and mortars. With an attack like this, it's going to be tough to even survive. It's just an incredible attack there by the Germans to soften up our lines. And, of course, I want to try to bring in some more French soldiers to hold the line. I'm going to send some over here quickly. But with that kind of artillery bombardment, it can be really hard to hold on, man. Let's see if our machine guns survived. One of them did not, and one of our mortars did not survive either. This one, however, closer to the front line, did. What I'm trying to do with this machine gun is set it up, like right here, like the other machine guns are set up. And actually, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't even realize, but one of these is in okay shape, I think.
Advancing German assault troops are here. Get ready to fight.
Oh boy.
Oui, chef.
Let's get on the Hotchkiss. Come on the Hotchkiss. In any second now. Now, I didn't realize they were going to be advancing across the entire front, but that seems to be the case, and at least we've got a machine gun here. It's definitely helpful. I'll go ahead and bring in another group of men. And this is the first time I played this mission, so I wasn't entirely prepared for them to advance on this side. So I'm immediately going to move a group of men over here very quickly. That machine gun is probably saving us right now. I'm going to get this machine gun over about here, since they're attacking on the right side quite a lot. Let's take a look at the left. At least our allies have positions here. They seem to be holding on. We have, of course, these guys that have just arrived on the battlefield, so let me send them out. And actually, we might be able to get 1 or 2 of them on that actual mortar, since they killed our mortarmen here. Let's get on it and see if we can use it. Vive la France, my friends! Got some machine guns here doing work. It's exactly what we need. Look at the line of Bosche constantly streaming forward. We can also get another machine gun, but I don't think that's so wise right now. Oh boy, come on now. Come on now, son.
Don't poke your head out of the trench, brother. Soon all this will end. The Germans don't want to die for the Austrians too.
Oh! See if we can get on it. No, it's not one of our men. Definitely got to make a run for it, though. Let's try and make a run for that machine gun. And we're going to bring on some more infantry and some heavy infantry. Alright, beautiful. The mortar is firing. That's good news. I thought it was going to be broken or something like that, but it's certainly getting the job done. Let's see how our boys are doing here. Not too bad. Wherever I see the weak points starting to appear, I'm going to try to grab a few men and pretty much get to them as soon as possible. Over here, I definitely consider this a very weak point. What are you doing out in the open, you crazy bastard? Get in here. Go. And let's see if we can't get this rifleman directly on that MG. I don't actually see where the Hotchkiss is, so maybe it's just broken and that's why they won't go to it. Let's see. Speaking of Hotchkiss machine guns, let's bring in another machine gun. They're pretty damn helpful, I have to admit. Alright. This one up here hasn't even been hit yet. Despite the fact that it's out in the open, I just don't think the enemy can get a good shot at that distance, whereas we can keep on hitting them with consistent machine gun fire here. Beautiful weapon. I don't even think Hotchkiss is a French gun. Isn't it a British? This is just disgraceful. Truly disgraceful. Alright, I'm going to try to move the mortar up a bit more. In fact, I was actually thinking of bringing it over to the left, but we've already got a mortar firing there. So let's just shoot from here. It doesn't look like our infantry have arrived yet. Call me crazy. But, yeah, I haven't seen any of the... Yeah, I am crazy. There we go. Let's grab the massive group of infantry that I haven't seen and send them to the front immediately. In fact, we'll do something more like this. Alright, grab another group. They're still not making it through. And we'll send this group right there. As quickly as humanly possible, of course. And with this group, we're going to go all the way to the right side. Actually, now we kind of seem to be holding this right side area pretty well. But, you know what? I'll send them kind of right here, and that way we can sort of divert them elsewhere if need be. Yeah, I think that machine gun is well buried. They can't actually get to that thing.
Cover now! Machine guns on the tripod! Shoot the plane!
Bringing in another machine gun, but it looks like... Oh my goodness! What is that? What is that? I think, is that just pieces of a machine gun? I guess it might be. Raining down on us. There's a plane on the way. Please tell me that's one of ours. I don't know if this thing is broken through the French line of defense. I don't see it. I don't see this break. I think you're celebrating a little too early there, Fritz. Come on, boys. Run a bit faster here. We're trying to win a battle. I didn't realize this was an artilleryman. I thought it was... I totally made a mistake there. Thought it was a assault squad. Right, well, we got plenty of men on the field here. Look at that. Even the German officer is over there firing at us. But luckily our mortar is still doing its job. We're getting some amazing hits. So far, I don't think they've broken through. I mean, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. Let's get in here. Now, this is an area I'm somewhat more worried about. You guys get there. guys are sort of reorganizing. And you guys get right there. Come on, men. We might need some machine gunners. Let's bring another machine gun on. Alright, here we go. Right up the center where we're getting hit. Man, they are really throwing it on us at this point. It's, each wave seems to be getting progressively more difficult, which would make sense. Obviously, if you want to make this kind of a challenge. Let's just hope that our boys can get to that front line quickly. We're just going to take about 3 of them and send them over here to the left side, because I do see some Germans here in the trench. And of course, we've got some more approaching from various locations. We want to make the people in the Republic proud to be French. Gotta get these group up. But it really is taking them a very long time. I'm going to try to double click here, guys. I don't think it's actually going to make a difference. In the current position, they are about to take this trench. It's going to have to be something heroic here. Go, boys! Vive la France! Et le pays! Here we go. Can they hold on? Adam de Gaulle and his friends doing a pretty good job so far. Gotta give it to them. See if we got any more men. We do. Alright, let's see. Over here on the right side for sure. Well, actually, they're doing okay. What about over here? Yeah, we don't have anyone there. Send them in. So far, that first squad is holding on. They're holding on for dear life, though. It's not an easy situation. Is that our assault squad? It certainly is. Man, but what a fun battle. We just continuously are having to deal with enemy attack waves here, the German attack waves. Can't wait to see the casualty count here in this battle. Now, that's a concern. We do have some Germans moving in over here on the left side. And they're getting in quite deep. They're getting right to our first line. So I'm going to try to get in there. If I can't get in there, then I'll try to fight my way in. Come on, boys. Come on. So many Germans right now. We really need to try and get in that trench. Even if it means getting through barbed wire, whatever. And also, they have the mortar. I don't want them retaking that. Come on. C'est barbarisme. Attaquez! We must do this for France, boys. Oh, man, he already got shot down by a sniper. As for the machine gun, each time we call that and we don't seem to actually get a machine gun. Wow, is it possible that the Germans are actually surrendering here? I think it is possible. Prepare for new attack. My goodness, I was worried about that. Oh my goodness, man, they're all over the place. That was like they fled for about a second there. It wasn't really much. Look at how many brave Frenchmen have died defending that mortar. We could still take it back, though. Unbelievable, my friends. Just kind of a turkey shoot of Germans at this point. Let's try to bring in another machine gun. Maybe there's just a max limit on MGs where we can't get any more. A little weird, don't you guys think? I think that's a little bit strange. Maybe that's not the case. No, we have to bring them here. We definitely have to bring them here. There's like no one in this area. Yeah, I've definitely given up on the MGs. For whatever reason, maybe they didn't update the mission. But yeah, we're not getting machine guns of any kind. Some of our units, like our assault squads, have MGs, but not a heavy machine gun. Set them up here for now. Look at those German dead. My goodness. Oh no, we've got gas, guys. We are being gassed in our positions. This is dangerous, to say the least. Do we have to get these men out of this position immediately to save them? Or can we put on the gas masks? Let's see, use item. Put gas mask on. Yep. Use item. Okay, so they've got their gas masks on. These guys approaching. We're going to have them put on their gas masks as well. I wonder if there's like an animation for the actual gas mask. Let's get up close and personal. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. So we can absolutely see which one of our boys actually has decided to protect themselves properly. What about over here? Anybody with a gas mask? Oh, that's not good, boys. Put it on now. Oh! Okay, I put it back on. That was a little strange. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, guys, all we can do is try and hold. This is going to be an amazingly tough German attack here. Of course, they're attacking through the gas. I'm not sure all of our men have gas masks, but those that do, at least they'll survive, right? Oh, we got a weird animation right there. Over here, got a few more men coming to the front lines. And over here, the Germans are certainly overrunning. We've got to try and get our men over here at least. We're gonna have to bring some of our guys over here for sure. So let's push them over here. You can see that most of the trenches here have been destroyed, sand coming in, and just not the most defensible position. But if we can get a squad there, I think we'll be all right. I'm also gonna try to bring in some more soldiers, of course, as time permits. We'll try once more with the machine gun. I mean, maybe now that it's a new part of the mission, they'll give us access to that. I don't know.
The Germans intensified their fire at an altitude of 304. Send all reserves there. We must not lose the height.
All right, never mind. Wow, so now we have to hold a completely different position, I believe. No, we're still getting prompts for that area. We'll go over there. We can see we don't have any more soldiers coming in. Here we go. Those guys we just dropped off. Definitely want to move up to this front line quickly because we've got a few Germans here.
We only have a couple of guns. The others are smashed to pieces. Where's Lieutenant Duval?
Duval was killed, my lieutenant.
Oh my gosh, Duval was killed. This happens. It's war. C'est la guerre. Machine gun definitely not working. Look at that advance. We're gonna have to bring these guys back, put them like right here, if we can even get there. So we got a guy here. Can we get on that gun? No, definitely not. So we'll at least move over here and try to defend our allies' gun. I'll put him over here. Give him sort of a sniping role, if we can even call it that.
We cannot resist. There are too many of them. We have to retreat.
Vive le pays!
Give the order. Move to point A. In squads. Even numbers cover up. The odd ones move. Come on!
Alright, we have to flee, guys. We've got to pull back. And this is going to be the final stand. I don't even think we have enough for a final stand. It's going to be on top of the actual hill here. So let's just get up here. Any men that have survived, and there aren't many that have survived, are going to have to run back here. Come on, man. This guy is a true patriot. He's fighting to the very end. Still not getting the okay with the machine gun. This is strange. We could get some sappers. Not going to be that useful. Oh, shame on me if I didn't place the machine guns when they came out. I am still a noob, so wow. If that's the case, we've made it pretty damn far with just infantry. Let's move up the sappers as well.
Second line of defense under your command. You must hold the
Maybe it was a
Germans in
good
this area.
idea
This
to,
is our last
well,
line
now
of
it's not
defense.
because the enemy has overtaken this area. But I was saying it would be a good idea to just train with the machine gun placement, etc., and then only have machine guns towards the end. Then we can pretty much just use them here. I think, though, that might be the area we have to hold, which would be really great. That means we just have to grab another machine gun, put it up here, and just hold off the enemy with some very heavy machine gun fire. And look at this. We've even got an artillery piece, but apparently we're going to be losing it very soon. Some airburst rounds there. Let's see exactly what kind of rounds. Canon, that's just telling us the name of the actual artillery round, but look at that. Alright, beautiful. We'll try to use the artillery as long as we can. As you can see, that's probably going to be it.
Immediate action. We need artillery support. The Germans are attacking from all directions. Pass the coordinates. The shrapnel will beat all the arrogance out of the Germans.
Alright, boys, we've got some artillery strikes here that we can lay on the enemy. I want to find the perfect area, though. I'm thinking right over there is pretty damn good. Here we go. As soon as we call in the artillery strike, our sniper and machine gun teams have already killed all the Germans here. That's about what I expected. It's a hell of a war. Look at that, man. That is beautiful. That's our artillery, of course. And it is definitely getting the job done. Let's take a look over there on the right side. That's where most of the other enemies are probably going to be advancing. It looks like, for whatever reason, we lost that machine gun, man. What the hell? This thing is still good to go. This is crazy. All right, this artillery piece is still useful, apparently. Let's try and get some shots off. Just completely obliterated that house. There we go. Oh my goodness. Let's take another shot over there in that big group. Oh, just focus on firing. Focus on firing. Actually, it looks like he might be able to get back on the gun. Just a glancing blow. What do they call it? Just a flesh wound. Fire. Oh no, that is not just a flesh wound. That is a destroyed gun at that point. Let's get up here, and we could drop another artillery strike. I think I'm going to put it right about there. We should have put it here at the front, but I'll live with my decision. Can't say my men will. There we go. Oh, yes. See if the Germans make it through. I don't think so. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, my goodness, look at that. There's actually helmets flying, heads flying, legs, arms, just limbs everywhere. This is the kind of action we're looking for here on the Agrippa Maxenius channel, my friends. What can you do, Bosche? You can do nothing at this point. Look at this guy with the Shasha. This is, definitely let me know down below if you think the Shasha machine gun is a good machine gun. And again, if your only basis for your decision is Battlefield, don't bother. But if you've actually, like, seen reports on the Shasha, etc., I think it might be one of the worst machine guns ever created. Nonetheless, it always seems to look pretty cool in these games. It would jam like crazy. As long as we keep that thing firing, I think we'll be fine. We are going to get some more artillery support fairly soon. But I'm not even sure where I want to drop it. Oh, mission objective failed. The second line of defense. Wait a minute. How do we lose it? There's no Germans in here. My goodness. Don't tell me a German snuck through. I don't see one. I don't see any Germans whatsoever. This game has some issues, sometimes. Maybe the second line of defense just referred to that area. I hope so.
Ordre en cours d'exécution.
Looks like the Germans are not as brave as they were before. But let's see if there's another wave brewing up here. Or the start of a wave. It looks like there could be. See a lot of guys moving there towards the town. Let's just kind of get a view. And I think once we start seeing them cluster up, that's when we'll decide where we want to drop the artillery, because it is pretty expensive. It's not cheap. This has got to be the last wave. Let's say, préparez-vous. They're going here. There's a lot here on the right side. Let's drop it here. I'm not sure why we even have any units here. Maybe even here would have been a better place, but we'll see. We'll see if our aim was true. Oh, it's still pretty damn good. And it actually did end up striking where we wanted it to as well. C'est très bien. Now, of course, we've got to wait for that to get back up to 100 before we can use it again. 100 victory points, or is it control points, command points? Maybe command points. Before we can actually drop another artillery strike. But I think our men are doing an okay job holding the anthill here. As long as we can stay in our positions, we should be able to overcome any enemy attacks, pretty much. I think unless, short of them sending like 3 or 4 waves at once, I just don't see them breaking through. Being said, still a lot of determined Germans here, and look at these trenches, guys. I think the visuals in this game are stunning. They're just stunning. Just seeing all those down men, it's just amazing. Here we go. Vive la France. So close. A few of them have actually gotten over there to the sort of the edge of the barbed wire, because if they can throw some grenades in, that is one way they might be able to sneak their way into our base. Look at that. Another wave. They don't stop. It looks like they even have a mortarman here, a Minewolf artilleryman, but don't really think he can do much. That being said, man, that's amazing how many men they have and how many men they're throwing at this problem. I'm really tempted to move up there and set some guys over here on this bottom line, but I just, at this point, you know, why do it? We're at a very defensible location already. It would probably just risk us even more. We might get, you know, faster kills, but I don't think it's even worth it. We're going to just stay put for now. We're about to get another artillery strike, and I think that one's going to go right there on the left side. Or maybe right there in the center with all the sandbags. I don't know. This right side's been a pretty popular place for us to drop artillery. And we have lost, if you look in the trench here, we have lost a couple of men over here on the right side. So something to look at, or keep an eye on at the very least. So far I feel pretty safe. I wonder if we can drop artillery on their artillery. I think we can. Maybe just to try and knock them out and maybe see if they'll lose some morale, not having Artie here firing at our positions.
The battle for Hill 304 was one of the bloodiest episodes of
We did it, mon ami! Completed in the name of France! So guys, as you can see, there are 317 men lost on our side, 1,054 on the German side. And of course, this is just a tiny, tiny part of the battle. But I hope you guys had fun. I sure did. Hit that like button, drop a comment down below, obviously subscribe, and follow us on Twitch to get some live videos. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thank you, guys.